Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am McAlphanine. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you can, turn that like button into a spaceman, place him in the rocket, and send it into the stratosphere. So, I'm on Twitter, and I see a tweet from Grayscale. Anytime Grayscale tweets, my money senses start tingling, right? And I have to read it, and I believe I'm going to enjoy it. So this tweet says, have you heard of BAT? Remember we talked about Batcoin, right? Basic Attention Token is a blockchain-based system for tracking media consumers. Anytime you're dealing with data, anytime you're dealing with indexing data, exchange of data, you're talking about big money. Think Google and all of the billions of dollars that are flowing through Google because of data of any kind that they can collect. And they collect all types of data. We can imagine that Batcoin is going to be diversifying all of the different types of data over a certain amount of time that is accessible to them. Of course, they have this privacy at the forefront, but there's going to be many willing participants who are going to be able to access certain things in the future, I would believe, by allowing Brave browser to access to certain types of data. And there's a lot of data that can be accessed, collected, sold, stored, right? And exchanged that doesn't have to have identities attached to it. And that equals big money. I think a lot of people forget that because you think about the Brave browser, and you just think privacy, but you don't think about the fact that you can have anonymity while data is still collected. It's just a matter of what type of data. Now, I could be wrong in this, right? I'm not a data analyst or collector or a data engineer, but I believe I'm thinking quite logically when it comes to this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, let's go a little further here. So it says, for tracking, Basic Attention Token is a blockchain-based system for tracking media consumers' time and attention on websites using @Brave browser. So that statement there pretty much supported what I was just saying, and that's from Grayscale itself, so it has to be quite accurate. Then they say, and you can now get exposure to BAT through Grayscale Basic Attention Token Trust. Let's look a little bit deeper into this, okay? Let's click here. Let's go to grayscale.co. Grayscale Basic Attention Token Trust. A new token to value user attention on the internet, which of course is very, companies are hungry for that type of information. They want to know how long you're on their website. Even if you're on blockchain, even if you believe you're anonymous, they still want to know. And if they can, they're going to pay big money for that. And I believe we've seen the interest spiking in this type of product, Brave browser, and they have their decks going, right? Because the price of Batcoin has skyrocketed since the last time we spoke about Batcoin. Has it not? We have been making a killing off of Batcoin. I'm talking about stacks of cash we've been making with Batcoin. Remember when we got into Batcoin? Batcoin was 29 cents at that time. Remember 29-cent Batcoin? And now Batcoin is up to what? Let's go to Blockfolio, right? I love Blockfolio, one of the many different sites that I use. And Blockfolio is reporting right now that Batcoin is at $1.19. It was higher. It's down 0.99% right now, right? But it was even higher than that. But Batcoin has skyrocketed. Okay, so let's go back to grayscale.co. And it says, one of the first securities solely invested in and deriving value from the price of BAT. Grayscale Basic Attention Token Trust is solely and passively invested in BAT, enabling investors to gain exposure to BAT in the form of a security while avoiding the challenges of buying, storing, and safekeeping BAT directly. How does that translate to us? That means whales, people with big money who are concerned about buying it, storing it, and safekeeping their Batcoin. Even though they're salivating, they are wet at the mouth for Batcoin. They are hungry because Batcoin is muy linda, very delicious. When it comes to making money, Batcoin is delicious. They don't have to be concerned if they go through Grayscale. Grayscale is opening the door for these whales to just flood into Batcoin and If they do that, and I anticipate that they will, because this is very, very lucrative. Batcoin is very, very delicious. I believe that they will. Could be wrong, but I believe they will. Then that price is going to disgustingly go up. And I am going to make a killing. I'm going to be, it's going to be stacks and stacks and stacks of cash. Oh my. So let's continue on. It says titled, auditable ownership through a traditional investment vehicle. That is also very appealing to many of the whales, many of the old school investors. They want traditional style investments. They don't want the shoot 'em up wild, wild west of the modern crypto. This is what's holding a lot of them back. This is why clarity is necessary right now. It's a necessary beast that we have to face, clarity on cryptocurrency, right? Because we want all of that large capital, all of that old money to flow through crypto. So by Grayscale opening the doorways, giving the pathways, right, to things like, to protocols like Batcoin, through traditional style investments in the form of securities, this is brilliant. This is genius. This is going to make us stacks of money. I love every little bit of this. So let's continue on here. Grayscale Basic Attention Token Trust is a traditional investment vehicle with shares titled in the investor's name, providing a familiar structure for financial and tax advisors and easy transferability to beneficiaries under estate laws. This is very, very good. I'll sum everything up by saying this is very good. I believe the price of Batcoin in the next few months, is going to continue to rise. I believe everybody here who is familiar with Batcoin has seen a lot of the chart analysts predicting a $10 Batcoin. And I do not disagree that it could rise that high. And that would be insane gains, right? Okay. And I believe we're still pretty early in, obviously, if it's going to be rising steadily to around $10. I actually believe that it can exceed that depending on how much large capital flows into it. But with support like this from Grayscale and promotion like this, they're promoting this. This is something they believe in. I believe that we haven't even seen the beginning of what Batcoin is going to do. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? Please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Click that like button, turn it into a rocket man, and send it into the stratosphere. And until next time, let's get to the money.